Hi, my name's Craig Faraway, and welcome back to another edition of Behind the Songs. Today I'm going to talk about a song of mine called Together, You and I. Kind of an inspirational song, actually, and you'll be surprised to hear where the origin for this song is. I was volunteering at a television station here in my city, and I was a cameraman and a sound engineer at the station. Had a lot of fun, great experience. And one of the program directors of the television station asked me, she said, we're doing a new sign-off video. When sometimes when television stations sign off, they play, the national anthem or something, but they wanted to play a video when they signed off every night. And the video was going to have pictures of all the volunteers, because they did have, including myself, there were other volunteers at the station that helped out. So she said, I thought about something maybe, along the way, like starting off with the words along the way. Or maybe that would be a good title for the song, she said. But something about how the volunteers come together and make this all work. We couldn't do it without them. And so I said, sure, I'll write a song. I always say yeah when someone asks me to write a song. So I went home and I could not figure out, how am I supposed to write a song about a TV station? How am I supposed to write about lights, cameras, microphones, wires, cables, all that stuff? You just can't. How are you going to do that? So I sat on this for quite a while, and it got down to the point where she had to have the song by a certain date. So it was the night before the song had to be recorded, because we had scheduled to go into the studio and record the song and then, take it in and give it to her. So I was down to the wire, and I sat in my kitchen in my basement apartment where I lived at the time, and I sat with my Korg M1 keyboard, which had a built-in 8-track recording facility in it. I said, okay, gotta write a song about Cable 14, television station, and the volunteers. What do we got? Along the way. That's all I had. And the song, you'd be surprised when you're under pressure and you need to get something done. Be surprised how those wheels start turning. And the song Together, You and I was born. Now, what I decided to do with the song was write it kind of from the perspective of, together, you and I, we can make this work. We can do this. And it almost sounds like a relationship song. Maybe between a husband and a wife, maybe between two friends, or maybe between a group of people. When there needs to be something accomplished, together, you and I, we can do this, kind of thing. And that's what I decided to write the song about. And, it still had to have something to do with the television station and the volunteers that gave up their time to make it all work. But it also had to have a kind of an emotional side. So, the song kind of has two meanings, really. If you listen to it, it sounds like it's just about, it says, together we can light the lights. Well, those are the lights in the studio. To make it through these lonely nights, or this lonely night. Together we can touch the stars. It's very cliche, a lot of it. And along the way, I found a friend to make me want to stay, make me want to carry on. And side by side, we'll let this feeling guide us through tomorrow. Doesn't even really rhyme that well. But when you listen to the song, it actually works quite well. So, again, the song is double meaning. It sounds like a friendship thing, but it worked for the purpose that it was intended, which was to, express the appreciation for all the people who worked together at this television station. The song was recorded on a Korg M1 keyboard in a kitchen. I then took those tracks and the keyboard into an 8-track studio where I worked. I was the engineer at the time. And during times when there was no bands in the studio, we were able to record my stuff and some of the other stuff that my producer was working on with other people. So it was convenient to have that capability. So it was an 8-track Tascam, 1-inch tape, 8-track recorder, 16-channel mixer, had I think it was a Bear Dynamic microphone. Great little studio. And we actually recorded the song, and then later on went back, I mean, we're talking months later, went back and redid some of the vocals. So half of the, 3/4 of the vocals were done at one time, and then the last quarter of them were done a completely different month of the year. I just wanted to redo some of them to make them sound a little bit better, touch them up. So it was very difficult to get the sound to match, between the first time and the second time. You got to get the EQ and everything all the same, and the compression and all that. So, but that's how it was recorded, using a DX7 and a Korg M1. The drum machine was the Korg M1 drum machine that was built in, and that's it. It was inspired by a very unlikely source, a television station, a program director who needed a song for the sign-off every night. And they did use the song. Every night at 11 o'clock p.m., the station signed off, and there's my song on the television with the video that they produced for it. Really, really great time. Great thing that happened. Great experiences. And I think it's a great song. I do. I think it's a very inspiring song, and I think it can be used for a lot of different things, different occasions, different situations. So let's take a listen to Together, You and I. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Along the way, I found a place to start another day. I found out what was missing along the way. Just give me the time to step into this world of dreams. A chance to grow is all I really need, and I'll show you how it's done. And if I fall, you know it's hard to get it all the first time. I light the fire that makes you shine, and I'll give you what's mine. Oh, together we can light the light to make it through this lonely night. Together we can touch the stars in the sky, you and I. Oh, you and I. Along the way, I found a friend to make me wanna stay, make me wanna